Hello, hello, hello. It is Saturday night, guys. It is time for Cozy Couch Conversations. Hello. Come on in the building. Tonight's a little special. I will not be on the couch. I'll be in my car, but that's okay. Cozy Couch Conversations is happening. Hello, everybody. Come on in the building. Hello. Hi. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hello. Hello, everybody. Yes. Cozy Couch Conversations is commencing today in the car.
Hey, lady. How you doing?
Hey, what's up? What's up? Cozy Couch Conversations is going to be in my car tonight.
All
It's
right.
your couch today.
Yes.
But that's okay.
How are you?
I am phenomenal.
Awesome, awesome, awesome.
Phenomenal.
We
How
are,
are you?
you look gorgeous, Queen. I'm loving the lashes.
Thank you very much.
I'm loving the lashes.
I did it myself. Hello. Hey. Quarantine life teach you how to do things.
That's them the
Oh.
the magnetic joints
Yes, ma'am. Hello. They're the best.
on here too. You see her?
No, I don't see her. Chi Chi. I don't see you, honey. Can
You
everybody? Wait.
requested. Yeah, you got.
Oh, I see her waving. Hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I don't see her request, though. I see you on, but I don't see your request. Oh, there it is.
See it now.
Yes, I do. Come on, Saturday night starts here. Let's go.
Hello.
Hey.
Hey, Queen.
What it do, Booth?
Hey.
We in the building. Well,
So, like I said, Cozy Couch Conversations for Mo will be in her couch, and her car, and you guys hold down the couch.
Right. Oh, yeah, we hold down the couch for you. We holding down the fort over here.
yes, yes.
Yes. Okay. So, Cozy Couch Conversations starts tonight. Your Saturday night starts here, guys. Here with us.
That's right.
Let's
That's
go.
yes, guys. Coming to you from the couch. This is Evie.
Chi Chi.
And I'm Mo. And we want to say some very, very special Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers,
Yes.
grandmothers, aunts, stepmothers, foster mothers, step-in mothers, whatever you want to call it. If you are
Right.
mothering a child or you have mothered a child, our hats off to you because it is not an easy feat.
Yeah. No lies there. No lies there. Yeah. Shout out to all the moms in whichever form you are playing that role. It definitely isn't easy whether you birth them or whether you've pretty much nursed them through, them being a part of your family, which way.
Mhm.
So, ladies. So since it's Mother's Day tomorrow, and it's very special. Definitely want to shout out to my mom as well because,
Ooh.
man, that lady right there,
Hmm.
there's just so many words that I can say, with my mom. Just, for those of you who don't know me and don't know a bit of my background, my family are, they're Nigerian and my parents are immigrants. So just that journey alone coming here and having to, process that and raise kids literally in a foreign land and continue to raise more kids.
Mm-hmm.
That's I definitely take my hat off to her because she has went through a lot, and even, when my dad passed too, for her to just keep enduring, and being just a phenomenal woman. And so I just wanted to give my mom a personal shout out. I know you are not on social media, Mom, but I love you. Thank you for
Correct.
everything that you did.
Awesome, awesome. And I have to shout out my mom as well. Call her Soldier because Jamaican. Woo, child. And that that Jamaican old school.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't even gonna go into that. And I want to shout out my sister as well, she's big sis, but she's like my mom. Is my mom when I first came to the States as an immigrant as well. My family immigrated here. My sister was holding it down. She was like mom, all the decisions because my mom was always so. Big sis had to step in and play that role. And, she is on social media, not my mom, but my. So sis, if you see this, I love you. Hats off to you. And so, yeah.
Special shout out to my mom, who is on social media. We did not immigrate here from another country, but my mom grew up in a rough area, so she's always had to be tough and have tough skin. So, and she continues to have tough skin. And I just I've always told her, and she knows this. She's my shero. And I look up to her. And if I could just be 10% of what she is as a mom, then I know that I'm doing well. So thank you, Mommy. I love you. But Mother's Day always brings on like weird kind of feelings for me because I never thought I would be a mom. So
me too.
Evie, don't start. Evie, don't start.
Listen, I think all of us.
I always wanted to be a mom, but it just always felt so, I don't know. It was tough. Savannah was just an amazing little thing, but she was not planned and she was not expected, and I kind of gave up on trying to be a mom when I found out I was pregnant with Savannah. So every time I think about Mother's Day, when it starts to get around this time, I remember the Mother's Day before I got pregnant with Savannah, I had a dream about being a mother.
Oh.
And I remember telling my grandmother, I was like, I had a dream I was going to be a mom. And she was like, you will be. And I was like, okay, it's just a dream. Let's not get hasty. And then I found out I was pregnant with my daughter about a month and a half later. So a month later, I ended up. So it's funny. Maybe she came to me in a dream. I don't know. But I wasn't planned. It wasn't planned. It wasn't expected. And she's here. So I'm a mom. I'm thankful for that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And that journey wasn't easy.
Yeah. Not so whatsoever. I know, for me, Mother's Day has been, I'm going to be quite honest. Sometimes you need to have these types of holidays for you to just, like you said, go back or just remember certain things because, it's not where you are now, but the journey that you've taken, being here. I'm a mom of four, for those who don't know, who's, tuning in. I know I'm still a shock at times, at that. Yeah, full. It's like, man. But, for me, the same thing as Mo, I was not looking forward to be a mom. Like that was not ever in my thought process growing up for the most part, quite honestly. I've always been someone who's been more of an athlete. If it wasn't about basketball or something, of that nature, I was not remotely interested, in that. So, for me, my journey was actually, being in college and to, being a student athlete and then to be pregnant while I was in school, my last year of school. So that was very rough, on many parts because, one, you're young and now, having this newfound responsibility, was going to be crazy. I'm like, I don't know. I'm trying to juggle going to class.
No,
Yeah. And then you're like a whole human being. Right. So, you know, just having that and knowing that for me, I would have to go and like share this, you know, with my family. Like that was so
Why did my screen keep going dark? Okay.
frightening for me. So, but yes, you know, my son is here and, you know, all is well. But, you know, looking back and just everyone has a different experience when it comes to, you know, Mother's Day. Some people, you know, have, you know, joyous experiences, you know, from beginning, and there are other people you're like, look, man, this was like a scary movie coming in. So, you know, that was a bit of my experience, you know, my first child. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Mm.
Oof, y'all bringing back memories. Oof. Yeah. So this is I guess my second Mother's Day, right?
Mhm.
I'm the newest mommy of the bunch.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
I would never thought I'd be old because girl Evie was like, I'm just gonna travel the world and eat. Um,
Not eat.
Right.
so and my experience to motherhood was quite interesting. Because I didn't know I was pregnant
Mm-hmm. Mm.
when I actually, yeah. So that was a shocker. And so I actually wanted a pet because I kept saying I don't want a pet, but you know, I was traveling too much. I was actually working when I got pregnant. Um, Now I have this beautiful, amazing, awesome little nugget. But she is mighty, and I would not change the experience for the world. This journey of motherhood has definitely been not only eye-opening, therapeutic at times because she is pure entertainment. Definitely stressful because I am doing it by myself.
Mhm.
My family is not close to where I am. We're kind of spread out all over. Mom's in New York, Cali. You know, my nieces who I helped raise, um, they're like I consider them my little sisters. So, you know, they're, you know, grown and
So far.
so, um, you know, it's stressful being a working mom nonetheless, but
Mhm.
I wouldn't change it for the world. And like, I am super, super blessed that I was chosen to be a mom,
Mhm.
beautiful girl, because I'm telling you, man, just, oh, it pulls on my heartstrings. So
Mhm.
one of those,
Yeah.
like, yo, I have my own little best friend to just love on.
Mhm. Yeah.
And yeah, one done, like,
You want it done like me? One and
She said one
done.
and done.
One and done.
See, I was a I was a glutton for punishment. That's what I was. That's what I was.
You can't
I was a
call that
glutton
no
for
more.
punishment.
yeah, he over here talking mess about our one kid, you know,
Mhm.
and then sometimes we have to stop and be like, yo, but she got four. What are we talking about?
We can't compare. And she got four,
Right.
and she got two of each kind. So she,
Yeah, two of each.
she got two of each kind. So our two little
Yes,
girls has
yes,
nothing to do
and
with two little boys and two little girls. So
Right.
right,
Well,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. And I mean, look, I will say that since mine are older, it has gotten easier in certain ways, and but at the same time, anything I do anything that I'm doing, I have to quadruple it, right? So whether it's school paperwork, it's four, everything, right? 4 miles. So, but it's great that you know, my oldest, he's a teenager, he's in high school now, and so he's able to help out and, you know, cook. And I'm like, look here, bro, the way you eat, you best to know how to use a spoon and throw some seasoning on something, okay?
Cook something
So
for your siblings.
yeah. So, you know, that's the great thing about it. It's just it's amazing. I know you guys, you know, being that you have one, but I'm watching four people that I've created
yeah, different.
grow.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and different personalities,
That's
um,
crazy.
different dreams. You know, there's a saying, you know, same womb, different destiny.
Mm.
right? Each person has,
That's
each
powerful
one
right
has
there.
their own personality, their own interests. You know, my oldest, he's more into like finance and, you know, basketball. My daughter, my second oldest daughter, she's very artsy. She wants to be an architect. Um, she, you know, she enjoys getting into sports. She got into some, you know, girls on the run, some, you know, track stuff. Um,
Do
my
they know how to
second
edit this
son,
one?
right,
Sorry.
he is, he's my quirky one. He's my quirky one. He's the one where he gave me a very great answer. Because, you know, a lot of times we ask kids, you know, what are their interests, right? And some know it right off the bat. But he was the one that didn't quite know. But he said to me, you know what? I want to be an actor. And I would have never thought he would say that. And I said, why? He said, so I can be anything that I want to be.
Oh.
I said, goodness gracious.
Wow. Your kids be dropping bombs,
Yo,
yo.
I was like, that's a good one. And then, you know, my youngest, she's the star of the entire show, the star of the family. Zuri is something else, but she loves to, you know, dance. She loves everything fashion. I'm telling you, she's looking. You come up in the room, she's checking you up and down. Because either she wants what you got on, or she's about to tell you how, you know, nice that you look, or, you know, give you a compliment. She's one of those people, and, you know, her dream is to go to Paris, and she's just into everything. And, you know, she's another intelligent one, where she asked me a question just the other week. She said, you know, what job would you want? And I'm looking at her like, none. Just entrepreneur. That's it. And she said, oh, okay, well, I want to be a multimillionaire. I just looked like, you know what?
Dream bigger.
Those type of answers, like, how did she just think of that, you know?
Right.
So it's just great to watch them grow and be their own unique person and have their, you know, own thoughts. It's something special, So yeah. So for you ladies, like what is one thing that you have learned thus far, you know, from, you know, being a mother? It's probably many things, but what's one thing that that sticks out from your mind, like that's like, look, this right here, I had to get this down pat as best as I can because I need this for this journey. I'm gonna tell you one thing. I'm gonna start off because some of y'all look like you're thinking.
Yeah.
For me, it was actually similar to what we do with trading, was patience. That was definitely one for me.
Definitely.
Um,
Definitely.
because you know, for me, I had my son when how was he gonna do the math? I was 22. Yeah, I had him when I was like 22. So I know and I think out of you all, I had him a little bit older, but I was still young, you know. But I had no idea what in the world I was doing. You know, I didn't like, you know, like Evie, I didn't have anybody that was living by us. I was out of the state. And so I had to really learn how to figure stuff out. And that's pretty much been my MO with a lot of things. It was like, I'm always going to find out from the gate. You know, I've always had to. It's like, look, I've always had to be self-sufficient, you know, self-reliant. So I think my kids definitely pushed me more to become who I am now because I had to figure out a lot of things, you know. So what would you say is one of the things
You know,
for you?
I think the best thing that I could say as far as what I learned is that she's half of me and half of her dad. And that was kind of hard for me to realize because she lives with me, you know, she's around me most of the time. But she has a lot of him too. And when I see some of those qualities, sometimes I'm like, oh yeah, that's right. He got 50% of this is him too. And it's like it's like a shocker sometimes because I'm like when I watch her dance, she loves to dance, but she has a flow like him. And I'm like, dance like me.
Oh, okay.
And she danced like him. And I'm like, but do like me. And I
Yeah.
have to learn, like, you know what? I have to embrace all of her different qualities because she's a combination of both of us. And then you add in, you know, the grandmoms and the grandpas who are also playing a part. I'm thankful and blessed that I have, you know, my family is pretty hands on and they're within reach. And if they can't get to her physically, they can actually, you know, they tap in and talk to her a lot. So they're very hands on. My mom was there with me from day one of my, you know, bringing her home. She was there. So,
Right.
but that part of remembering that she's not just 100% me. She's 50% him and 50% me. So when she does things, like she excels in math, which is amazing at times, but she also excels in literature and reading. So it's like watching her combine both of us into her is like it's mind blowing at times. I'm like, look at this child. She's really me and really him. And in the
Right.
beginning, I was like, she has to be like me.
Right.
But
Right. Especially because she's a girl.
she's a
Right.
girl,
Yeah.
right? But
Hmm.
she's got a lot of she's a complete mixture of us. I mean, she looks like him, but you
Yeah.
know, complete mixture of both of us. And it's amazing now. Now I can embrace that because everybody has good and you know good qualities that when you see them in someone else, it's like you can recognize it. Like, oh wow, look at her, look at that. And I'm
Right.
thankful to be able to recognize that now. You know, in the beginning, like I said, you get kind of selfish. Like, look at my child. No, it's our child.
Yeah.
Well,
It's us.
Yeah.
I know.
I'm only
We
laughing.
still,
I'm only laughing at looking at my child because I'm like literally. To me, I look at Ari and I was like, yeah, spit her out. That's all me.
that is
That's
you.
all. Yes, she's
All,
all you.
She is
like
all you.
You couldn't deny her even if you tried.
right. Um, to answer that question, she's still. I'm still learning. You know her. I. You know, I say patience because I think I'm pretty patient, but one thing.
Until a chip is on the floor.
Till a Cheeto,
A Cheetos
a
on the
little
floor.
crumb, a
Listen, look here,
raspberry.
audience. Let me tell you this is a little quick thing about Evie. Evie is very orderly. Very orderly.
The military has
Sheesh.
made her very direct. She likes order. Matter of fact, you know what? We'll just show your handwriting alone.
All right.
Order
Right.
in the court.
So I will say this: I am
Mhm.
to not be as OC, and I say that like cringe because for me, I do like order. I do everything for me has a place. So now that I have a child,
A toddler.
toddler, who wants to
Mm.
throw stuff all over the place, like she will get up with a bite of food and want to run around and play, and it's like because like I said, I didn't know or I didn't think I was gonna have a kid, so my house is not really childproof. Like the stuff in my house is not for kids,
Is light
right?
and white.
And like that, and they just want to touch everything, and so I had to come to terms with the fact that okay, this is my kid, you know, my stuff. I'm just gonna let it be. I will say this, and this is something that I want to take with the red. We are all unfiltered, so I'm gonna say something, right?
Oh Lord.
Oh God.
Hold on, hold on to
Hold
my
on.
seat
Do
right
we need
now.
a sip first? Do we need a no. Go ahead.
What I'm learning as being a new mom is not to give a fuck. I say that because watching Ari, or you know, watching her, and she's just such a free spirit. And when I was pregnant, I was like miserable pregnant, and
Mhm.
I was just
Honey,
too many telling me in my ear, "Oh, this is gonna happen. This is what you should." And I
Mm.
am listening. Listen, I didn't read no books. I
Mhm.
don't come to me, tell me what you think, thought, whatever. I wasn't hearing, and I was like, I need to keep that same energy with everything else because I realized even and this is just what I need to apply throughout the rest of my life. I was always a people, right? All
You was
because
always a people what? You went out.
Pleaser.
people pleaser,
Oh, we're people
right?
free. Hello.
Right. Always got to do something for somebody, and I'm always doing things for other people, and I wasn't thinking about myself. Now I'm like, okay, you have a whole nother person to think about. Nobody, you
Right.
can't be going around, trying to do everything for other people, because now I have a child I need to think about. And when it comes to her, nothing else matters. So I have to stay in that same energy. You know what I'm saying? And I can't keep thinking about what everybody else think I should or shouldn't be doing, especially as a mother, because they don't live here. One, they don't pay my bills. They don't take care of her. So
That's right.
I have to keep people free, because I can't be sitting up here. Other people's opinion of what I should or should do don't matter. And so I'm learning that, and I'm learning that I can't project my what I want on my child, because I will sit here and with her if we're two adults.
Oh, I know. I've seen it.
What are we doing? How are we doing?
Right.
I would literally have conversations with her, like, because it's not to say like I can't treat her a child. I'm not sitting up here and be like, me.
Right.
It's just her and I. So I like, I have to do that. I have to do that. So more patience. When I'm learning, there's a book actually, and I say it because there's a book that I have that I forget who the author is, but it's The Art of Not Giving a Fuck. And so
I've
yes,
seen it.
yes.
that
Yes, I've seen it.
it's just I have to be on that same energy. So yeah, that's what I'm.
You brought up something, and that's going to be a tail end to the next question, about being people free, because when you become a parent, a mom, everybody got everything to tell you what you about to do, what you need to be doing. And you looking at they snotty nosed kids, we ain't acting right. Like, you trying to tell me?
Exactly.
But yeah, you definitely brought something up that about being people free, which is so important as a parent, as a mom, because that's how you have to conduct yourself when it comes to other people as well. Because everybody was gonna give you their 2 cents, and then we're all from different backgrounds, different cultures too. So you got that part in there too. This is not just being a mom, or depending on what age you became a mom, or in the manner you became a mom. It's about people always gonna give you their 2 cents on it, and then you're gonna have to stand your ground and say, look, you had to figure it out, and then I had to figure it out. That's pretty much. But they need to have faith that they instilled, they equipped you, with whatever it was that raised you, to do that for your own thing. So yeah, so let's talk about that, being people free as a mom.
People free.
Sheesh, look.
Okay, so having a child, right? Especially when, like, for like I said, I had kind of stopped trying to have a child, and I was in a space where, if it happened, it happened. I had, medical professionals telling me that, it doesn't look good, your chances are slim, and all of this stuff. So when I did finally get pregnant with Savannah, being that she comes from, her father's side of the family is from Barbados, and my side of the family is from the South, we had the big cultural differences. And I mean, some of the things were very similar. Couldn't go outside with her right away, and I'm like, well, I gotta go to the doctor, so she gotta go outside.
Right.
How am I gonna go?
1 week, 2 week checkup.
Yeah.
1 month on.
And because I was high risk in my pregnancy, I was high risk afterwards. I was, I needed, I had a lot of complications afterwards, so I had a lot of medical appointments. But I remember, like, one grandma was saying 1 t-shirt, another grandma was saying 2 t-shirts, and I was like, this child's gonna sweat. Like, it was just like, for a moment,
Oh
it was like,
my God.
wait a minute.
Right.
I'm gonna just say, if I'm not cold, then maybe she's not cold, and I'm just gonna put on this, and I'm gonna have to make
Right.
decisions. But it was hard as a new mom. You're kind of scared. You're like, who do I listen to? And I had to learn to be people free, because there's a period between giving birth and probably where you are right now, Evie, 2 years. That postpartum is a
Mm.
very crucial time. It brings on a lot
Yeah.
of emotions. Most women suffer from postpartum depression. I suffer from postpartum depression. It was no joke. It was like 1 minute crying, 1 minute happy, 1 minute,
And some women
extremely
don't even
sad.
know too.
And you don't know. You don't know until
Yeah.
you have a break, or something
Mhm.
happens, traumatically, before it's like, oh wait, she's not right. Some people think it's just clear cut, where it's like, oh, the mom doesn't, want the baby around, or the mom wants
Mhm.
only the baby around. It's so many
Mhm.
levels to it. And I was in a place where it was like, I didn't want anyone to help me. I could do it all by myself.
Oh
And
man, that's
that was you. So being
yeah.
people free also means that you got to know when to allow people to help you, because helping
Yeah.
you helps the child. So it was a
Yeah.
lot, like listening to all these different things. And I remember, my grandmother, my first Mother's Day, my grandmother came up from Mississippi, and I was breastfeeding and bottle feeding. I was doing both. Breastfeeding was really hard with the latching, so I would pump and feed her, And my grandmother was here. It was Mother's Day weekend. And my grandmother wanted to give her food. Like, so Savannah was born in March. So April, May. I was like, the doctor said no.
Wait,
She wanted to give her
wait. You like your
oatmeal,
food?
food, like eggs. And I remember feeling like Mama Bear. Like,
Right,
no,
like
she
yo,
can't. Like,
time out.
she
Extreme
don't even have
violation.
teeth right now. Like, you can't. And I remember it
Yeah.
was a big deal. And my mom, thank God for my mom, she stepped in and she was like, Nikki wants to follow, because my family calls me Nikki. Nikki wants to follow what the doctor said, and she and the doctor agreed that she can't have table food until she's 4 to 6 months, and that she's not ready to give her food. And my grandmother was like, this baby's hungry. She wants some oatmeal. And I was like, she cannot have oatmeal. I do not want her having oatmeal. Like, I don't want her having oatmeal. And they was like,
Oh
but
my
she's crying. I'm like,
God.
she's crying because of something else. She's not crying because she's hungry. And it was, I thank God for my mom, because I think mommy
Man.
was like in that transition, because part of her was like, yo, we put holes in the nipples and we gave y'all cereal bottles at 2 months because y'all was hungry. And I was like,
Yeah.
no, we're not overfeeding my child. We're not stretching her stomach. She's not gonna battle with her weight. And you know me, I took it to the extreme. She will not battle for her weight. She will not be overweight. I went to the top. Like, no, she's not
Yeah.
having it. No, nobody's feeding her nothing. Nobody can't give her. Then my grandma, she wants to give her water or something like that. And I'm like, no, she can't have water. Like, because they said not to give her water.
Right,
And it
right.
was like, you
Yeah.
listen to the doctor or you listen to your grandmother who raised 6 kids. I was like, ugh.
Here we go.
Here we go. I know.
I'm like,
Let
let me be the
What
mommy.
a
You raise your 6 kids.
what
Let
a
me raise my
challenge.
one.
Oh
But
God.
Right.
there's that borderline where it's like, it's the matriarch of the family, and she's giving you some pointers. So you listen. My mother, I remember my mom taking me in the room. She was like, just listen to what she's saying, and you do what you want to
Just
do.
not a smile.
Not a smile, and do what you
Mm-hmm.
want to do. And it was tough. I remember feeling like I was disappointing my grandmother, but I needed to. I have to advocate for my child. Like, that's a lot.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot. New
What
mom.
what
Hmm?
what was one of the craziest things, like I guess like an old, what do they call it, old wives' tales, old mother's tale?
Mm.
Something that someone has told you to do, especially when you have different cultures. Like for me, I thought it was insane in the membrane when they told me to put a thread on top of a child's head. Like,
Wait, put a
what was
what?
it? You never heard of that? To
Like,
put a piece of thread on the top of the head when what was it? Hiccups or something like that they had.
Oh, it wasn't that.
Yeah,
wow.
It was
craziness. Or
That
I
is
was
crazy.
told to this is the stuff you hear when you have again, you have two completely different sides telling you stuff. And I'm like looking at this side, I'm like, y'all crazy and y'all crazy too. Or like a kid having nightmares and they're telling you, put a Bible at the bed. Like it was just a lot of things. It's like there was no rhyme or reason. Like where do y'all get this from? None of y'all ever have these
So yes.
Well, so
So
just put the Bible there, but don't open it, don't read it. Just put the Bible at the foot of the
don't
bed.
no, yeah.
so
Kids have you know, crying and
Osmosis is
sleep.
the word of
Put them on.
God. Wow. That the string. I gotta. I'm gonna Google it. I'm gonna Google it later.
what she said?
Wait, we
Bit on,
lost you, Evie. Say that again.
no, my mom, she was like, it's something with like you put a cross in her forehead but spit or something. I was like, yeah,
What are we doing? No, mama, wait.
what?
We not spitting on babies.
She was getting crazy. She was like, this. And but with the Bible thing, so my mom, she's a praying woman. Now we don't, I don't consider myself religious, right? Super spiritual, praying woman. She was like in her bassinet, in her crib. Well, made sure that we prayed over her when she came. But there's always Psalms 91 that's open in her crib, in her bassinet, like when I had her next to me. Even still to this day, my Bible is still open to Psalms 91 on her nightstand next to her crib. And because it was just one of she always, no matter what, she was like,
there's nothing wrong with that. I agree with that one.
If there was always
91 will back up them evildoers. So I say yay to that. Let's do it. Amen on that one. But the string and the spit.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Yeah.
We ACS coming? What's going on? Oh man. Vicks Vapor Rub for everything.
Put some Vicks under our throat, rub it on our stomach, and put your behind our ears.
What is it? What?
Vicks.
So Savannah's grandmother makes a natural menthol ointment.
Concoction.
Even to this day, concoction. There you go. Even to this day, soon as like
it probably is gonna fight COVID too.
Listen, let me tell you something. Hey, we COVID free over here. So, Nana sends it over here once every year. She makes a concoction, and I'm telling you, that stuff cures everything. I have used 2 T-shirts, put it on a napkin, put it on her. We've gotten rid of the asthma, bronchitis, pneumonia, you name it, it's been gone. Anything respiratory, that's why I guess COVID too, add that to the list. Nana's concoction has worked. So there's sometimes where it's like, you know what, if it's far-fetched, okay, but sometimes you roll with the punches. So
you do have to look sideways. But I thought for me being a new mom, I would be like, oh my god, freaking out about every little thing. But no, I was just like, okay. I was one of those that I was so stressed out. Like I was borderline stressed before my pregnancy. I was going through some depression, like mentally I was just like, all over the place and all that. But when I was pregnant, I was like, I refused to be stressed because I was high risk as well. So I was like, ain't not anybody gonna stress me out. I will walk out of work, which I did. I walked out of work because they were stressing me out. I was like, not today, you not.
Right.
To have me up in this hospital, in this emergency room again. Like, so, I was like, I'm not going to stress myself out. Like, even now, some people will probably tell you, they were like, you're not worried? You're not? No. I'm not going to stress. Because there's no point in me stressing myself out. Like,
people
for what? You know what I'm saying? So, I'm not one of your typical freaking out about every single thing. Even though I'm OCD, as you know, I'm just like, and
she's saying it all nonchalant. She's
OCD. Yeah.
She's a little more extreme than that.
And again, like I just at the moment I'm like, come on now, like I have to clean that up. I don't want to do that. So we're
Mm-hmm.
gonna learn eventually. Look, because ain't nobody got time for that. So I was like, even though it bothers me a little bit, I'm not gonna be like bent out of shape about it, or get mad or whatever the case. I look, all that stressing. I already got gray hairs in the front of my head.
Right,
Look,
right.
I'm not trying. You know what I'm saying? So it's like the stress for me when everybody is like freaking out about stuff. I'm just like, listen, she gonna learn. She gonna fall. She gonna hurt
Wow.
herself. Because guess what? Who ain't got time? Even now, when she throw, I step over her and keep it moving. I was like, you can lay there if you want.
That's right. That's what you do. I've
You,
left Savannah at
Right, right.
Target acting like she lost her mind. Oh, okay. I will go. I have to go.
Yeah, okay.
the point you
Have
want
to go. Have to go. You,
that it's okay. All right, go right ahead. You're gonna catch these hands. I'm gonna
she
look.
is something else. But for you ladies, you know, with incorporating being a mom and also um, starting a business as well.
Mm.
What is an advice that you would give someone who's tuning in, right? Who's either a new mom
Mhm.
or someone who's about to be a mom or someone who's not even a mom? Like what is a just a piece of advice as far as how to
Navigate.
something that's going to help them get through whatever it is that they're going through because we know it's not easy and some people make motherhood look easier than others do. So what is something for oh, this is where I'm at. She pointed to me.
Um,
Listen,
I would.
I've gone through all those stages that you all have been through.
It just wasn't
It may
on.
look,
Yeah.
huh?
I said you've gone through it where it wasn't like recorded.
Yeah, right, exactly. Yeah, I've gone through all of that. Yeah, and all that behind the scenes stuff. I've been frustrated. I've had all those things. So now it may appear that I'm on cruise control, but now I have there's levels to parenting. So now there's another level I'm gonna have to deal with. So now I have teenagers. So that's
Beyond
geez,
just
that's
the
a whole nother.
teenagers, beyond just the levels, we all have this elephant in the room of quarantine and COVID. Like for
Hmm.
you, your youngest doesn't know what it's like to go to school without a mask. Same thing for you,
Right.
Evie. My daughter was able to be in school for many years, and then all of a sudden it's like you need a mask. You got to sit by yourself. You're in a cubicle. You can't share. Even though I've been telling this child to share for the last 6 years, and now on the seventh year, it's like you can't share your stuff. Like that's a whole nother
Right.
level.
There's so many levels
She
to
brought that to
to
my
to being a
attention.
mom.
Savannah brought that to my attention.
It,
She was like, because she found I keep a lot of her notes and things, especially from the teachers and over the years. So she found a book bag that had like notes that came home for like about 2 years ago, before COVID. And she goes, "Look, mommy, this is so funny. I got in trouble for not sharing, and now look, we can't even share our markers and crayons." And I was like, "Girl, get out of
Isn't
my
yeah.
room."
Well,
But
that's
that's
smart that she peeped that.
but
So
that's a
so
whole
for
nother
you, Mo,
level.
what would you? That is another. What would you? What's a piece of advice you give someone who's a mom?
A new
Starting out to be a mom.
mom,
Just something
or
that you learned.
just just know that what they really need, like there's no book to it. There's no plan. Um, if you're acting out of love, then it'll be okay. Because I remember for myself trying to feel as if I needed to have certain things in place for her. And but my intentions was like, to just show her all the love that she needs, and show her that I'm there and that she can talk to me and that she could be there. Those things matter more than what I thought she needed. Because in the beginning, she and I shared a room. That was
Hmm.
that was major. We shared a room before she was able to have her own room, and even though she had her crib, she slept in the bed with me because I wanted her close. Like I thought that, oh, I have to hurry up. She has to have her own room. She has to have this. She has to have her own house. We have to have this, and all of those things didn't even
So the
matter.
expectations.
It didn't
Yeah.
matter as long as she was able to see me. The little things like reading books to her at night, like
Mm-hmm.
it was what can I call it, the routine that I put in place. That no matter where we
Mm-hmm.
were, I never let that stop. Like she knew that mommy's gonna read a story to her tonight. She knew that mommy was gonna do this. Like all of those things is what she looks forward to and she loves. And all of the material things that I thought she needed doesn't
Mm-hmm.
even matter. So for new
It
moms, like
doesn't
wherever
even.
your circumstances are, wherever you coming from, if you're in a place where you're not prepared to have a child, but you have to rely on family, just know that keep those moments where you are with your child and it's all about you and them. Those are the things that they need. All that other stuff doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
Right.
So,
Good advice. Good advice. What about you, Evie?
Um, I would say most definitely. This is a kind of piggyback off of what always don't from a personal standpoint, but don't listen to everybody. You can't, and I say that not to um, sound like an asshole or nothing, but it's just like with kind of when you're venturing into business, right? You can't take it that's not qualified to give it. Because somebody is a mother doesn't necessarily make them qualified to tell you how to raise your own child.
that's
Because
true.
Mm.
in your
Speak on it.
they don't live in
Right.
your household, they don't know you, personally. And even if they do know you, what might work for you, what might work for them may not work for you. They can make
Okay.
somebody you should I'm gonna stop you right there and say, hey, have you ever considered maybe try somebody telling you should do or you shouldn't do?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And
That's a good bit of advice, for someone to be conscious of. But that is something that people tend to do, say you should.
you should.
But wording it differently, yeah.
It's all about context and how you are. Because I'm a big person.
Mm-hmm.
You could tell me a lot of stuff, but it's the context and how you say it. It's not
Mm-hmm.
what you say, not how you say it. But yes,
Mm-hmm.
it
Mm-hmm.
how you're giving me advice
Mm-hmm.
is and then just because you tell me that, I don't mean I'm gonna listen to you. But because at the end of the day,
Right.
everybody's household is different. It's really what works for you. You could try certain things and you say, you know what, I'm gonna try that. That might be a good idea. Because and I say it from a personal standpoint, because you ladies I've said, oh, I need do this, and you guys are like, try doing this. How about you try doing this?
Mm-hmm.
And then I tried, and I'm like, you know what, that works. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying?
Mm-hmm.
Trying something different. Like if I was sitting here, and same thing with business, you keep doing the same thing expecting a different result.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Opposed to you and having another thing is having a circle of women that you actually trust. Because I
Mm-hmm.
myself, being new to the game and having these ladies that have, our moms, our seasoned moms, in my opinion, and we're all the same age. I trust their opinion because I see how they raise their kids. So if I don't know you, I don't know your household, and then you trying to tell me, I'm gonna look at you like,
Right.
because
Mm-hmm.
Right.
you know what I'm saying, like, and I'm a new mom, but I'm not a mom. So and I I say that out the good heart, like I'm not your typical, you know, know what I'm trying to be PG.
She's trying to be PG. Now I feel you. No, the same way.
Body mom,
You brought up something.
you know.
You no, you definitely brought man, y'all brought some great advice. Y'all brought some great advice. But I will piggyback off of all of y'all. 1 second. Just real quick. Is that like Mo said about the expectations that we may put on ourselves or other people put on us. Definitely like what Evie said about making sure that you are around people who are qualified to give you the information as well, and just being aware too, because that's one of the things too, with being a mom, they tell you, oh, go play with, go join these clubs or whatever the case may be, and you're like, nah, this ain't this ain't it, Jack.
This ain't it.
And I'm gonna be honest. I'm definitely not your typical mom. I'm not here talking about kitchen stoves, and I don't care about all that. Like,
Nope.
I want to talk about where the money resides. That's what I want to talk about. Okay.
Where's money reside?
Or just growing. Elevating. As Mr.
Thanks, Ted.
As Kevin Howell, shout out to you. What's up, Brandy, as well. As he always says, things that talk about becoming the greater version of yourselves, talking about legacy. These are the conversations, and I want to definitely shout out all of you ladies and anybody who's tuning in. Let's have a happy Mother's Day as well, because one of the great things that I love being in this space and being connected with y'all is you want to be around like-minded people. Every day, I know we don't pay attention to it, but like now I'm listening to y'all, and I'm aware of this. We're not always just talking about, business, right? We're not always talking about, all of that, the tradings and all that stuff. Right. We're always talking about stuff that's related to our kids too, in one way, shape, or form. Right. And I love how we're merging, our loves, right? The things that we love, the things that we desire. And we're also stretching ourselves beyond that to also have conversation about who else are we going to impact.
Right.
Right. With whether it's being a mom, whether it's, anything business wise, whether it's related to our jobs. So I love that, to have that. And so everything that you guys all said, I feel like y'all just bodied all my answers. But yes. Just making sure that you're connected to the right people and you're getting the right information. You're around some positive people who are wanting to grow and wanting to see their kids grow, because you know the deal with us. You are connected to each and either one of us. You already know, like, one of the things that we look forward to doing is making the next generation, our kids, unemployable. Right. So it's beyond us, everything that we're doing as individuals, because we're constantly connecting to our kids and anyone else that's connected to us.
About the stress part, because if you like I said, me being the newest mom in this and being connected with you guys, it's just I'm stretched in so many different ways, right? Because growing up, I wasn't in an environment where I had, individuals who were, not to say that, your family, but they didn't ask you what you wanted to do. What were your desires? What were your goals? What were your dreams? What were your aspirations? You understand? So now I'm experiencing that, and I get to do it with my daughter. Because same way and I'm around and I'm in this environment, she's experiencing that as well. So, it works both ways. And so, when we say we different kind of moms, it's not throwing shade to none of the other moms out there. It's just that I'm not a mom that's going to be in a mom group and we talk about, oh, little Johnny,
right.
But no, in this kind of atmosphere, and I've always been that. I've never been your typical girly girl anyway, because I'm playing sports, traveling. I always want to travel. So when, when I had my daughter, I was just like, all right, sweetie, we're going to get this passport so we can, what island we going to?
Right.
Stop that, because I was like, yo, we're going to spend your first birthday. What country are you going to? So it's not, you know what I'm saying? And then no shade, but typical mom groups it's not that. Over here, I'm getting the best of all the world.
Right.
I'm talking finances, motherhood, growth, development, right. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get to be in one place where it encompasses, if I'm saying that right?
Encompasses, educator in here.
Right.
Yeah. I was going to say, I don't think that's it, but we almost
get it. And she knows what how Kev liked to say, you know, our mental breakfast. You know what I'm saying? She
Right.
hears that every day when
Every day.
she's on school. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? She gets her prayers at night. She, you know, she gratitude. Hearing all these are things I had my mom say, walk by faith, not by sight. And this is what I knew as a child. I knew the power of prayer, right? The power of belief, right? But it's tenfold now because we're all experiencing this together. And like you said, like-minded individuals, right? We're pushing each other to grow. We're pushing each other to do better every day. And so the kids are involved. So they're in the environment where they're not going to know different now because they see mom doing this. You know what I'm saying? They mommy's business partners, this is what they know. And better because our kids copy it that we do, and they're going to do it. They're going to do this.
They're going to know what CPP is. They're going to copy, paste, profit as well.
You know, copy, paste, prosper because they see.
Right.
Love that.
They're going to have that influence from an early age, right? They're going to
hashtag.
And my daughter's going to be talking a different language. Story going to be talking a different language than the people, you know, the other kids in her class, right? They're going to look at them differently. You know, Savvy, they're going to be looking at them differently because Savvy and Zuri and, you know, Obi, they're going to be talking about, hey, you know what I'm saying? The Bitcoin look like this.
Right.
I'm going to be looking at them talking about, like
what you talking about? Right.
No,
exactly.
instead of saying, oh, my mom, you know, I want my dad to buy, or my mom and my dad to buy me this car for my 16th birthday, they're gonna be like, all right, I guess I gotta put this trade in to get this kind of money, and then my mom will match me. If I go to the table with this, and she's gonna match me. Look, Ma, I made this profit in minutes, and look, can you match me?
Look here.
No,
like, look,
you're gonna make your way.
You better get on that Nas 100 trade. That's what you better.
You can't buy no Lambo with a point.
Right? Yeah, right. Shout out to Melo. You can't buy a Lambo in a .01.
Different, because we're birthing, you know what I'm saying? We're birthing a different breed of you know, of kids.
Right.
Listen, their typical days aren't gonna be what we're used to. You know,
right.
It's a whole different. So this is a whole movement. It's a lifestyle change.
Yes, so that's the difference that we just think about it in perspective. You know, Chi, your parents were immigrants. Evie, your parents were immigrants, right? My parents were from the South, and then they migrated here to before and grew up in. But just think about in perspective of how the generation has shifted, and it started with us. You know, well, with our parents, but then now it continues on through us. We're putting our kids in a whole different mindset than what we've ever experienced. And all that our grandparents have experienced. You know, I can trace back my mom's side of the family all the way back until the ship that her great grandfather came on. I could trace it back. Shout out to my aunt who did the research. So just think about like how we're changing the trajectory of our lineage. Like our grandchildren won't have to do the things that we are doing now, because
how about this? I'm sorry. I just thought of this. This was like an aha moment right now. We have been exposing our kids to, and they've been in the presence of multimillionaires. They've been learning $1 million skill set. I have a daughter, like, she's talking about being a multimillionaire. Like, this is not normal, but we're making this a normal conversation. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was just thinking about that. I'm like, you know, just for Ari to be in an event and she had a few millionaires in the room, you know, that's not something that most kids experience. right? And then for us, we you know, we're doing this like, all right, you know, like it's another day, even though, you know, definitely happy and grateful for that,
Right.
to have that connection. But and then the same thing, like I said, for Savvy, she, you know, shout out to her. She's a part of another community as well for kids who are learning about trading. This is not normal, people,
Mm-hmm.
but
Okay.
this is something that we're making normal, and I love it. I definitely do love it, and I'm just so happy and grateful for it, and you know, want to see not just our success, but theirs as well, because this is going to be amazing when we sit back. Remember, we had that conversation about, man, in 5 years and 10 years, this is how our kids' age is going to,
Oh,
you know, how they're
yeah.
going to be.
Whew.
It's going to be very interesting in 5 years, the conversations, right? Their mindset compared to their peers.
Right. Definitely.
That's going to be so interesting.
Yep.
Where we're having a lot of conversations that's normal to us. That
Now.
when they go, yeah, that when they go and venture into school or, you know, being around their peers, these are not the conversations their peers are having.
Yeah.
Right?
Exactly.
Exactly.
That's
Yeah.
what we're talking about. Like I said, like, connect with us. You know, if you're on the call, you know, we're talking about profit, breaking generational curses, you know, trading, investing. You want to know more, connect with us, and we definitely get plugged in what we're talking about. Coming back Saturday night at 9,
Mm-hmm. And
to the couch to get
comes to the couch,
all
comes to the couch, right?
all the juice, all the gems from the queens, and we'll get what you need.
Well, shout out to, you know, all of you ladies. Shout out to the ladies who are on this, you know, tuning in. Happy Mother's Day. And but then also we're gonna get Evie another phone. That's what we're gonna do. Because Evie,
Yeah.
you was cutting out through this whole thing.
Yeah, we missed the part
But
of what you said.
Terrible. I realized that I ain't have my do not disturb notification stuff, and I was oh,
okay. But yes. So yes, if you are connected to any of us here, you're tuning in. Definitely, you know, inquire about what we're doing, what we're looking to continue doing, and when it comes to our kids, when it comes to ourselves and generations to come, right? So you can contact me on Facebook as well, Chi Chi Coleman on Facebook. I am on Instagram here at chi.by.chi.
And I am Empress Mo on Instagram, Empress Mo underscore 620 on Instagram, and on Facebook, I am Monique Warren. And I'm on Twitter and I'm on TikTok. And follow me, guys, because there's more to come.
Yes, yes, yes.
Oh, Evie.
Oh, we have to
Evie, you
translate
at
up in
iPhone
here.
12 and it's doing that?
say what now? Can you hear me?
Oh man, so hers, Evie's is
I
Island
dropped mine.
underscore Queen underscore Evie, EVIE on Instagram, and it is Evie Wait
On Facebook.
on Facebook.
And I'm
Wait
Right.
with an E, WAITE.
And check out our YouTube channel as well. Three Queens
Yes.
from Queens. You know, where you can check out our videos and just info. Yeah.
Yep.
Yes, yes, yes.
And
And
we thank you for
we are
tuning
on
in for
TikTok as
Cozy
well.
Couch Conversations, where your Saturday night starts here.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
far, but
Right. Good night, ladies,
good
and
night.
enjoy your Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day.
Good night.
Good night.
All right.